Meg 2 The Trench reviews are in, and they are savage. Jason Statham's latest battle against sharks and dinosaurs branded dull and boring by critics. The summer sequel Meg 2 The Trench dives into theaters this weekend, though the critics are none too pleased with the film. The first wave of reviews have surfaced on Rotten Tomatoes on Thursday, with the sequel garnering just a 21% score on the critic aggregator site. That figure is more than half the RT score of its predecessor, 2018's The Meg, which earned a 46% score from the critics. While the first movie wasn't a critical darling, it did go on to earn a surprising $145.5 million domestically and $530.2 million worldwide, thanks in part to a strong showing in China from a $130 million budget. Jason Statham returns as Jonas Taylor, who explores one of the deepest parts of the ocean and finds multiple megalodon sharks and a few dinosaurs as well in this adventure, where prehistoric creatures meet the present day. With the sequel's theatrical release beginning on Thursday night, the first 45 reviews have come in, with many critics claiming the film is dull and boring. Deadline critic Todd McCarthy bluntly states in his review, Meg 2 rather wears out its welcome very early on, as it begins feeling like a tedious, repetitive joke. Jason Statham's paleologist character Jonas Taylor is the only one returning from the 2018 original, though the original writers returned with acclaimed British filmmaker Ben Wheatley taking the helm. McCarthy bashes the writers who, for some reason, stinted in the creation of any worthy supporting actors to fill out the cast and seem uninterested in character building or even finding distinctive young actors to fill out the crew. He states, if you want to know what a movie would sound like were it written entirely by artificial intelligence, look no further than the Meg 2. He further adds that the problem isn't just that the dialogue they've come up with is lead-in. Or that the movie is sprinkled with discordant, low-camp meets inept lines like, before you start whining about the ecosystem, who cares? It's that everything we see or hear is functional, a series of arduous nuts and bolts jammed together. Like many other critics, Gleiberman criticized the film for its rather dull first half before the creature feature really kicks into gear, though it's roughly too late. One of the few already top critics to give Meg 2 The Trench a positive review is the New York Times' Caleb Marsh, who praised Whitley for a fun sequel. He said, the director having fun is the presiding feeling here, which may account for why the movie's so frequently amusing and occasionally delightful. Slant Magazine's Derek Smith also praised the sequel for leaning into the ludicrous, while Tribune News Service's Kate Walsh thinks the second half completely redeemed the lackluster first half.